In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Binance Earn. It's a big platform with many different ways to earn passive income on your crypto. If you have an account already, then I'm going to show you how to use Binance Earn to basically start earning passive income straight away. There's a few things we need to know about, so I'll go through all of that in this video. I'll leave the timestamps down in the description. If you don't have a Binance account yet, I have a step-by-step guide on how to sign up and get started, so I'll leave that in the description. Or if you don't, I'll leave the link to Binance as well, so you can set up an account and follow along with me. So the first thing we need to do is understand what the difference is between savings and staking, because that's essentially the two main products that you're going to find on Binance. If you come over to Binance Earn, you can see right here, you have savings and staking, you have farming and dual investment. These are the two that most people are going to use, but there is a difference between them. So I'll show you the difference between the two now with this children's drawing that I've just written here. So you can see savings and staking both produce passive income, but they're not exactly the same. So here's how savings works. Savings is basically the same as a bank account, right? So you put money into your savings account, the bank uses that money and goes and does other things with it to earn a yield, and they pass some of that yield back to you. So your savings, basically all of your crypto that you can put in savings, right? You will give this to Binance. Binance will then go and do certain things with it. For example, provide liquidity on their order books, because they are a massive exchange. And so there are many reasons why many different clients need liquidity in some ways. They also can give it to short traders. So if someone trades short, they'll need to borrow the asset before buying it back again. And so they pay a fee for that, which Binance pass back to you. Various different ways of earning yield. And what happens is that Binance does that and then passes it back to you as a savings yield. Staking is very different. Staking is a yield, new coins given by a blockchain. So staking, what happens is that you obviously need a proof of stake cryptocurrency. So you can give that to Binance. Binance then basically what they do is staking as a service, right? So they do all of the back end stuff and make it really easy for you to just say, hey, here is the yield that I'm getting. So Binance will take, for example, Polygon, which is a proof of stake crypto. They will stake it on the blockchain. Polygon pay around 10, 12% in staking yields, and that comes directly back to Binance, and they pass that directly back to you. So staking is something that proof of stake cryptos will pay. Savings is a little bit different, and you can use it on many coins, including Bitcoin, for example, which doesn't pay staking rewards. So that's the main difference, and then there's a few ways to do that on Binance. Let's come to savings first, and there's two types on Binance. You have flexible and you have locked, and obviously they pay different rates. So like I said, if you don't have a Binance account, I'll link it in the description. You can come right to this page and go through it. But I'm going to come to savings right here, and then we'll do flexible first. So what happens is that flexible savings, you can turn on to basically auto transfer any coins that you have in your trading account into your flexible savings, right? So straight away, it will do that automatically at the end of each day and essentially start racking up the flexible savings interest for you. So with stable coins, you can see they pay 10% as a headline yield. You need to look at the tier rate as well. So on Binance US dollar, what you can see is they only pay 10% on the first $500, and then above that they pay 1.5%. 10% is competitive, 1.5 isn't really. So you know, if you've got up to $500 in here, it's fine. But for other savings, you might want to go with locked to get a bit more in and a better rate. So I'll go through that in a second. But essentially, all you do with flexible savings is just come and turn auto transfer on if you want to do that. Or if you do have some in your account, I'll show you here on US dollar Tether, you can come and subscribe and transfer it in straight away. So let's say, for example, I want to put $1,000 in. You can see here, so the subscription date, obviously the value date is essentially forever, but you can see the APY tier rate right here. So 0 to 2000s at 10%. You can see the estimated interest per day that I'll be getting on this amount, 91 cents. Agree to the terms, press confirm, and that'll be transferred over. Now, because this is flexible savings, you can actually just transfer it out at any time and give up that day's interest. Or if you want to take it out and you're happy to wait a day, they'll pay you that day's interest and then transfer it out the next day for you. So that's flexible savings. Lock savings, It's exactly the same, except you obviously have to lock it up for a specific period in time. So I'm going to go down to expand all. You can see there are some coins that are supported. For example, with Binance US dollar or USDT, you can get a 5% flat yield. That's an APY, right? So an annual yield. And then you lock it up for 30 days. You can subscribe right here and it will tell you exactly, how much you're going to earn because everything is fixed. You cannot take your coins out if you do locked savings. You have to wait for that to expire. Or if you actually do redeem them early, you basically lose all of the interest. So it's up to you, if you're in a bind, you might want to do that. But yeah, that's flexible and locked savings. Definitely, if you do trade and use Binance, having the auto transfer on is just going to, earn you some yield kind of instead of it just sitting in your trading account doing nothing. So how do the yields stack up for Binance versus, their competitors? For small amounts, I think Binance are great. Like I said, 10% on Binance US dollar is really competitive, but it's only up to $500. There are some other services that I also use that let you earn on more and give you kind of a flat rate. One of those is Celsius. So if you click on, the supported assets right here, you'll see any of the stable coins. Let me just choose USDC. They're pretty much all the same. You can see the APY is 7.1%, but they basically pay that on tens of thousands of dollars, right? So if you do have more money and you're looking for a kind of longer term way to earn some yield on a stable coin, Celsius pay a higher rate for lots more. If you've got a small amount, Binance is just good to kind of auto transfer it in there. Another platform I use is Nexo. Again, they pay very good rates on stable coins and also just fiat currency as well, like dollars and pounds. But we'll choose USD coin right here. I think it's about 8% on USD coin, something like that. So, for larger amounts, you might want to go for one of the dedicated lending apps like Nexo and Celsius. I have sign-up offers for those in the description. Deposit bonuses, sorry. So if you deposit a certain amount on there, they'll give you $50 of Bitcoin on Celsius and I think $25 on Nexo. But yeah, if you've got smaller amounts, then Binance Earn with the auto transfer is going to do you well. Next thing you might want to use is BNB Vault. I don't personally use this, not really my cup of tea, but I'll show you exactly how it works. Go to Savings and BNB Vault. This is essentially an investment product. And what they do is take your BNB, so you need BNB coin, right, which is Binance's exchange coin, and they will take that and invest it in various different ways. So you can see you actually get a savings reward right here. The APY is 0.35%, not great. You get a launch pool reward. So if there are any new projects launching on Binance, they sometimes come with free tokens if you're part of the Binance or the BNB Vault. And then you have other rewards right here. Currently, they're not really running anything. This sometimes does pay rewards. I don't personally want Dodo tokens or whatever that is. So, for me, I don't use it. But if you have BNB coin and you maybe want to earn some yield or some new tokens, then you can simply come over here to stake. And then you can see you can buy BNB to stake as well. But you just come over and stake. How much do you want to stake? And then earn some new tokens and some extra rewards from BNB coin in there as well. I don't personally use it, but it is something that someone might want to use. Next, though, we can come to locked staking. So like I said, staking is when you have a proof of stake cryptocurrency. Binance sits in the middle and basically makes it way easier for you. So you don't have to transfer your coins out onto the Ethereum network or something like that and pay a lot of fees, right? So they're actually, pretty useful, especially if you've got smaller amounts and you don't want to be paying gas fees, right? So we'll go to staking right here and I'm just going to choose locked staking straight away. Now, obviously, the only staking coins that are going to be supported are proof of stake cryptocurrencies. And you can see they support 104 right now, which is great. So you do have to lock up your coins here. But you can see some of these staking rewards are really, really attractive, especially if you're investing in these coins anyway, right? So you can see the estimated APY right here. So that's an annualized figure. BNB, basically all of the big cryptocurrencies are supported. Polkadot here, Curve Finance, Avalanche, even SHIB, Solana, Near Protocol, right? So there's a ton of proof of stake cryptocurrencies that you can see here. Now, I always recommend staking directly on a blockchain if you can, because it's decentralized. I just feel it's a little bit kind of more what I want to do. I like having my coins on the blockchain in a decentralized wallet personally, on a hardware wallet or something like that. But like I said, if you've got smaller amounts or that's just kind of not your bag, then this just makes it really easy. Now, all you have to do is choose a cryptocurrency and then choose the amount that you want to stake, right? So if I choose 30 days, you can see the APY changes to 14%. If I lock the coins up for a little bit longer, they pay a little bit more. So you can just go to stake now, choose the amount, the duration of when you want to stake, put in the amount that you want to, stake, and then it will show you the estimated APY, the redemption period and everything like that on the right-hand side. Click to agree and then confirm. Now those coins are going to be locked up for this amount of time, the duration, right? And that's it. So make sure that you don't need your coins, obviously, to sell them or pay for fees or anything like that, because that's basically locked up for that period. But these staking rewards are great, and they're obviously a lot higher than the savings products. Find a proof of stake cryptocurrency, lock it up, and then you'll get that reward, after the time has elapsed. You can also stake Ethereum on Binance as well, so I'll show you how to do that. This is ETH 2.0, so by the time you're watching this, ETH 2.0 may have launched, but for now, come to staking and then ETH 2.0. Now, Ethereum 2.0, you have to lock up your ETH in the contract, and you won't be giving it back until ETH 2.0 launches. So you can come to stake now, and then what you can do, put the amount of ETH that you want to stake in right here, and it's gonna distribute something to you called BETH. Now, ETH is locked up in the ETH 2.0 contract, and you cannot take it out until ETH 2.0 launches and they start distributing those coins back. But what Binance give you is this secondary token. It's called a liquid staking derivative, right? So you have one ETH, they give you one BETH. And then that BETH is actually liquid. So it trades with ETH 1-for-1, the same value. So if you've locked up your ETH in ETH 2.0 and you're like, actually, I just want to sell this, you can get this BETH and actually just sell it on the market. And there are other people that may want to buy this BETH for some reason, right? So you basically have a liquid derivative of ETH that you can go ahead and trade if you want to sell it. Obviously, if you have no BETH, then you won't be able to redeem your ETH that you put in. So it's just a good way for basically you to get liquidity of your ETH if you have staked in the ETH 2.0 staking contract. So you can't use BETH like ETH though, right? So if you want to pay for fees on the ETH blockchain, BETH not going to be great for you. You will still need ETH. But you can just obviously come and agree to the terms and conditions, confirm, that will be locked up, and then BETH will come into your trading account on a 1-for-1 basis. You can also get really good yields using something called DeFi staking from Binance. So this is where Binance actually go and use DeFi liquidity pools for you on your behalf, so you don't have to muck around with the DeFi stuff. So we'll go to staking once more, go to DeFi staking. And you can see they actually do this for you. So you can go ahead and do this with these coins if you want, but obviously you have to withdraw these coins from Binance into a decentralized wallet. You then have to find some DeFi platforms and do, all of this stuff. Now, I've got loads of tutorials on how to do that. If you want to find out about that, I'll link some in the description for you. If not, Binance does it all for you directly in your account to make it easier. Now, what you can see here is that ETH actually has a yield of 10%, which is really good for ETH, if you lock it up for 120 days. And this is on a platform called Venus. Now, Venus is a DeFi platform on the Binance Smart Chain, so the decentralized version of Binance. You can have a flexible lock if you want. Obviously, the APY goes right down. If you want to lock it up, just come over to Stake Now, go through that process again, right? Just accept the terms and conditions. Bitcoin actually has a market on Venus as well. If you lock it up for 60 days, you get 8%, which is a great yield for Bitcoin. So you can stake that here. And then you can see DYDX is actually on DYDX. DYDX is a derivatives futures exchange, decentralized. And so if you have DYDX tokens, you can lock that up for 30 days and get a really good yield right here. Same as Aave. On Aave itself, 6.49%. So Aave is a DeFi platform. They pay yield to their stakers. And instead of going onto the Aave platform yourself, you can do it through Binance and get that 6.5%. Then you have BNB. Again, this is basically staking BNB coin on the blockchain, and they just kind of route it back through your centralized account, and that gets 5%. So this is actually, for beginners, a really easy way to get some great yields. You can get these on the blockchain as well if you want, but if you're a beginner, this is just great. Now, there are some other things you can do on Binance Earn, for example, liquid staking and farming, yield farming. You can see here liquidity farming and swap farming. I'm not going to go into these in this video. These are way more advanced and there's a lot of pros and cons about them. And there's a lot of things that you'll need to know in terms of impermanent loss and divergence loss that can possibly happen. There's a lot of things to know. So I won't go through those in this video as it's just way more complex. I have other videos on that. I also have a cryptocurrency investment course that goes through those specific videos on those. I'll link that in the description as well. But if you want to sign up for Binance or you want to know how to use Binance, the platform, I'll leave those videos and links in the description as well. I'm James, this is MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.